Welcome to Read a Book in 7 Minutes, where we bring you powerful books that challenge the way you think, in just minutes. But today's book isn't just powerful, it's explosive. Behold, A Pale Horse by William Cooper is one of the most controversial books ever written. Banned from libraries, whispered about in online forums, and loved by conspiracy theorists around the world, this book dives deep into everything the government never wanted you to know. From secret societies and UFOs to global agendas and psychological warfare, this book doesn't hold back, and neither will we. William Cooper was no ordinary writer. He was a former Naval Intelligence officer, a man who claimed to have seen classified documents so disturbing they changed the course of his life forever. Cooper became a whistleblower, radio host, and ultimately a target. Many say his assassination in 2001 wasn't a coincidence. Whether you believe that or not, one thing is certain. Behold, A Pale Horse is a book that leaves a mark. One of the central messages of the book is simple. You are being lied to. Cooper insists that most major global events are not random, but orchestrated. According to him, governments, especially the United States, are controlled by a hidden elite working toward a one-world government, or the New World Order. They use war, economic collapse, disease, and media manipulation to keep the population in fear and control. He writes that many presidents, high-ranking military officials, and CEOs are mere puppets in a global game, and most of us are just pawns. Cooper devotes significant pages to secret societies. He names the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg Group, and Skull and Bones as key players in shaping global policy behind closed doors. These groups, according to Cooper, operate under layers of secrecy and ancient rituals, holding beliefs that stretch back to ancient Egypt and Babylon. Their symbols are hidden in plain sight, on currency, architecture, even in pop culture. But the public is just blind to them. He warns that these societies work together to slowly erode national sovereignty and religious identity, making way for a new system, a total surveillance state under a single global power. It gets even deeper. Cooper claims that UFOs are real, and not only does the government know about them, they've been working with them. He references documents he claims to have seen while in Naval Intelligence, outlining agreements between the United States government and extraterrestrial beings. Supposedly, in exchange for technology, the government allowed limited human abductions and experimentation. Even more shocking, he says the UFO narrative itself is being weaponized. It's part of a psychological operation known as Project Bluebeam, a plan to fake an alien invasion and unite the world under a false messiah or one-world religion, creating chaos so severe that people beg for order. This isn't science fiction, Cooper insists, it's preparation. One of the most chilling parts of the book is a document called Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, which Cooper includes in full. He claims it was discovered by accident in a copier bought at a military surplus auction. This document describes a type of economic and psychological warfare designed to control populations without them knowing. It discusses how things like debt, media, education, and technology can be used to manipulate behavior, not with guns or tanks, but with data, fear, and distraction. It paints a terrifying picture, a world where you're not conquered, you're conditioned. Cooper argues that education has been hijacked, not to empower but to indoctrinate. Children are taught obedience, not critical thinking. Creativity is suppressed while conformity is rewarded. Why? Because a society of independent thinkers is dangerous to those in power. Instead, we're trained to follow instructions, consume without questioning, and trust authority blindly. He suggests that the school system is one of the silent weapons used to pacify the population over generations. Though written in 1991, the book feels strangely prophetic, especially when you look at the world post-2020. Cooper warned of a global health crisis being used to increase surveillance, push bioidentification, and usher in control under the guise of safety. Sound familiar? During the COVID-19 pandemic, we saw worldwide lockdowns, digital vaccine passports, government overreach, censorship of dissenting voices, and a divided public. Cooper's predictions suddenly didn't sound so crazy. He even warned that the media would be the tool to drive public fear, while silencing alternative views. The eerie part? He wrote this decades before it happened. Cooper was also vocal about gun rights, viewing any attempt at disarmament as a step toward tyranny. He believed that the Second Amendment was the final line of defense between the people and totalitarian rule. He documents various incidents and laws passed that, in his eyes, were gradual moves towards stripping citizens of their ability to resist. Cooper's paranoia, some say, was what led to his fatal shootout with law enforcement in 2001. Others argue he was right all along, and silenced for speaking out. According to Cooper, free thought is under attack, not by one event, but by design. Television, entertainment, social media, and even organized religion are used to mold opinion, polarize discussion, and eliminate independent thinking. He urges readers to question everything, including him. The book isn't meant to convince you, it's meant to wake you up. He writes, "The truth is more dangerous than a lie you can recognize, the truth you might believe." Whether you see William Cooper as a prophet or a paranoid, behold, A Pale Horse has undeniably stood the test of time in its relevance and reach. The real power of the book isn't in proving every claim, it's in asking the reader, what if even 10% of this is true? Would you live the same way? Would you trust the same voices? Would you still be asleep? Behold, A Pale Horse is not a book for the faint-hearted. It's uncomfortable, unnerving, and often terrifying. But it's also bold, fearless, and full of questions that we may need to start asking ourselves now more than ever. In a world drowning in noise, this book cuts like a blade through the fog. So, are you willing to challenge what you've always believed? If you found this summary powerful or eye-opening, comment and subscribe to our channel. Let us know if you'd like us to explore more books like this. And don't forget, new book videos go live every night at 10 p.m. Until next time, stay curious, stay awake.